Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Sondering Tarot. This is your daily tarot reading for the 17th of May 2024. My answers once again have called for the Green Witch Tarot by Moura. If you're not familiar with that, I'll be listed in the description box down below. Anyway, let us begin. Alright, my lovelies, I have our cards on the table. We have 2 aces, 5 major arcanas. No synchronicities of a note. Anyway, the best part of your day, we start out with the Magician, the Lovers, the Hangman in the reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, and the King of Wands. Okay, I feel like this is a big turnaround. One of those you've kind of forged a new path ahead, probably one that wasn't already there. You had resistance, and it's like a breakthrough moment. You connect to the right things, and you've cleared your own path. Okay. And what's even more so is you're assured of yourself. You're sure of yourself. Just, okay. So maybe once we resolve some things, a little bit of a confidence boost. Empowering. Okay, maybe a little empowering. All right, we're going to skip right into our next section here real quick. Of the worst part of your day, because that's always interesting. We start out with the Page of Swords, followed by the Knight of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. Forging a path ahead. You have a little bit of a breakthrough moment. Why? Because the worst part of your day is really not being able to see the path ahead. And I'm actually noticing the moonlight as it streams through the forest, past her little sword she's got there in the forest. That light breaks through. So you might feel like you're a little lost in the dark, or that things are just a shot in the dark. Knowing which way to turn, which way to go, to see the whole aspect, or to see the bright side, may be difficult for you, especially to move towards that. Okay, let me entertain that for a second, because there's more there. We have, okay, we might have a little bit of a pessimistic viewpoint about circumstances, situations. So that makes it hard for us to see the positive, because when we think negative things, or we only see the negative aspect, eventually that has an emotional effect on us. You know, it'll elicit an emotional response. Try not to let that get that far. That is a pitfall. That is a nasty existential result, and we're going to try and steer away from that. Okay. I just heard hold on to the light. Okay. And that might be why I keep getting the light, the moonlight streaming through. Although on this card, if you look down here by the book, there is a single solitary candle as well. Holding on to your light, that could be taken several different ways, whether that's looking on the bright side, whether that is holding on to goodness, not necessarily in thought, but maybe in deed, morale, maybe not letting things get to you. Okay, we're we're going to let that energy go. We're going to move on to our obstacle, or how to get over our obstacle. We start out with a Judgment. Page of Wands in the reverse. Ace of Cups in the reverse. And the Two of Wands in the reverse. The Nine of Wands in the reverse. The Knight of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles. Okay. So the easiest thing you can do is really pay attention, number one, to boundaries. Because when people overstep your boundaries, maybe they're taking too much. Or maybe you're going to end up taking on too much from them, especially if you're an empath. Things are not going to go well if you make hasty decisions, take hasty actions. This is where having things planned out, or at least being a little bit more detail oriented about it, is going to help you. It's beneficial. A little bit more reciprocity, but it also prevents you from those pitfalls, from overgiving or being overtaken from others. Okay. So perhaps the best thing we can do for ourselves is to not make hasty decisions, number one. To really look at things and try to see it from both aspects, both the positive and the negative. In other words, see the pros and cons. Try to see it from every angle. And then see all the brainstorming conclusions, potentials that you can about it before moving forward. A light in the dark. A shot in the dark. Oh, okay. Holding on to the light. Okay. Hold on to the light. A light in the dark. Okay. When we're surrounded by darkness or confusion or anything like that, a light in the dark is usually something that guides us. You know, you think it's pitch black, you can't see, and all of a sudden, you know, somebody lights a candle, you can see. Usually follow that. Usually move towards it. It helps guide you. So this is what they mean. Hold on to the light. Light in the dark. So if we slow down enough, we can find that light in the dark. We can find the correct way through. We can use our intuition. Things for self-betterment. The best, highest potential, let's put it that way. The highest potential for resolution or action. This isn't about doing anything willy-nilly or, you know, half-assed. And making decisions while feeling pressured or from confusion, simply because we feel like maybe we have to make them, or like I said, perhaps some of us have some bad boundaries and we give in to peer pressure. There's somebody demanding something of us, and so we just regurgitate something without thinking it through, or take on somebody else's perspective, a negative viewpoint. It doesn't mean we are acting with our highest selves. It doesn't mean we're embodying light. It doesn't mean we're being authentic. This is where we need to hold on to the light. And that means sometimes standing alone in the dark and being the light. to stand there long enough, unafraid. To see both the light and the dark, to know the way through. Hold on to the light. Oh, okay. They're bringing this to my attention. When you're in a dark room and somebody lights that candle, it takes a second for your eyes to adjust, right? I mean, at first you can't see, and then all of a sudden there's this light, and your eyes have to readjust to the new input before you can actually process and make out the details. But once they adjust, you can see things clearly. That's that stepping back moment to refocus. Okay, so your thought processes are going to be very important today. Whether that is taking on somebody else's negative attitude, perspective, toxic people interrupting you, confusing you, maybe draining you, adding to the distraction, so where you're always in that state, just circumstances in general. And your job is to step back and make sure you have that safe space and guard your energy, and to keep that focus, that concentration, that clarity in order to learn and see the best connections forward, because that's how you're going to be able to move forward, to succeed, to put two and two together for things to progress. That will help empower yourself, to help you move forward. Okay, getting somewhere here. So this begins and ends with you. It's just whether or not you hold on to the light, or in some aspects, for some of you, to take the high road, use your higher self to the utmost. I have more questions, but it's a general reading, so I'm going to refrain from pulling more cards. And if you feel comfortable, just let me know what's going on in the comment section down below. I did add up all your cards, though. Everything here adds up to 80, which also reduces to 8, which is power, strength. The power resides in you. You do have a say on what happens, whether you, slow down and find that light, hold on to it. That way you can, get the right connections, create it the way you need to, empower yourself. And in some ways, getting that confident boost that I was picking up on earlier. No big surprise that we have 8 strength card, strength energy coming through with the numerology. Okay, now I'm hearing the power to see. Yeah, the light and the dark. All right, I'm gonna disconnect from that, and we're gonna move on to our astrology for those that actually enjoy it. Mercury in Taurus squares Pluto in Aquarius. Something you can get wrapped up in, and it can be difficult to get it off your mind. Confusion, lack of clarity. Try to take a step back and gain some perspective and shine a light, a brevity, so you don't get stuck in the dark. That's the light in the dark. Hold on to the light. That's what I was... Round and around we go, but there it is. Okay. Guiding light. Alright. Wraps it up nice and neat. Alright, my lovelies, I know this was a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave the rest behind. But if it does resonate for you, by all means, give me a big thumbs up. It's the quickest way to let me know that you resonate with the reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!